Let's go.
This is David Pecora. He's 22 years old, has shoulder-length blonde hair, and studies computer science. His online names are Xenon and Xenomega. He's part of the Xbox community, tweaking consoles and creating cheats for games like Halo and Call
This
of Duty.
dude made this?
Right now, he has an annoying problem. The bumper of his car is broken, and the dealer refuses to ship the parts to Canada. So he asks his friend Justin, who lives in the US, if he can order the new bumper to his house. They met each other years ago on the internet. Justin lives in Wilmington, about an 8-hour drive away. David's plan is to drive there, get the bumper, maybe grab something to eat together, and head back home. His dad offers to tag along so they can take turns driving. They take the family car.
Shout out to Pops.
About an hour later, David
Shout out
and
to
his dad
Pops.
get to the border.
That is 8 hours.
The US border officer checks their passports.
On and off.
He's about to wave them through when he sees a strange name on his display. "What's Xenon?" the officer asks. David flinches. That's his online name. But why on earth does it pop up here at the passport control? Two figures in dark uniforms approach the vehicle. They pull their weapons and tell him to step out of the car.
Oh.
David gets arrested. He walked right into a trap. The thing is, David may have done more than tweaking consoles and coding cheats. The FBI has been after him for years.
Oh, gang. They got your ass like that, bruh. Because you wanted your car bumper. Said they couldn't ship the parts. Yeah, gotta go to the spot. Gotta have your passport. Gang. All of that is federal information. You're cooked.
He's part of a hacker gang that will become to known as the Xbox Underground. They are responsible for an unprecedented series of cyber attacks on some of the biggest tech firms on the planet. They stole thousands of login credentials, heisted the source code of unpublished games, and hacked into confidential US military simulations. They didn't do it on behalf of some government agency. Sometimes they didn't even make money with it. They were just a bunch of teenagers.
Nah, this is about to be fire. Yo, this is amazing. Yo, Lens. Hold on, let's see. We gotta see everybody who worked on putting this together. Okay, Art, Paul, editing. Shout out Philip. 3D. Shout out Lens. 2D. Shout out Clemens. Oh yeah, I like this right here. This is fire. I need more videos like these.
This entire story is based on the fabulous Wired article and a double episode of the highly recommendable podcast, Darknet Diaries. You'll find the links in the description. David was always destined to become a hacker. He's still in elementary school when he builds his own little web browser. He simply teaches himself how to code. In 2001, David's world and that of countless other kids changes forever. The OG Xbox is released.
For the first time, let me now unveil Xbox.
Back then, the Xbox marks a technological milestone. A bunch of
Look at
high-end
that
hardware
thing.
packed into a massive black casing.
OG.
The black and green dashboard and the ridiculously
OG.
oversized controller kind of give off nuclear reactor vibes. It's a completely new aesthetic at the time. David gets one and hopelessly falls in love with Halo. But he's not just a passionate gamer.
Also another
He's
OG.
fascinated by the Xbox's tech.
Amazing
He
game
becomes part of a
series.
fast-growing online community of like-minded nerds. They crack their consoles and get their own software running. They stream music, install Linux, and even manage to boot up Nintendo games. David is extremely talented and quickly gains cred in the scene. He starts writing programs for Halo that let you tweak the physics or even the weather in the game.
How do you
Then,
know
in
how to do all
2005,
this, bro?
The Xbox 360 drops and changes everything.
2005. Changed the rest of our lives. Peak. An amazing. Wonderful. Awesome. And the last good Xbox console. Wow, their last good hit was 2005. 2005, bruh. It's been that long. Man, ain't nobody on the damn Xbox One, bruh. Xbox now is a useless console. So yeah, this was their last good one, bro. I miss these days.
Again, Microsoft learned from its mistakes and bolstered the console's security. To hack the new Xbox, you need a development kit. That's a special console with extra features, just for developers. These dev kits are incredibly hard to get. Developers need to be verified by Microsoft to have one. For everyone else, they're strictly off limits. It takes a while, but eventually a few dev kits start popping up online. Someone has found thousands of them at a recycling yard. Microsoft must have tried to trash them, but now someone is making money by selling them. In 2008, David acquires several of these dev kits for himself and resells a few. This is how he meets Justin May, his buddy from Wilmington.
You're reselling
Online,
shit.
Justin goes by MTW. The dev kit gives David access to PartnerNet, a closed platform where Xbox developers upload test versions of their games. He spends his nights scouring PartnerNet, posting screenshots.
Oh, are these little like info cards right here? What are these? I did not see these. What are these? You can't click on these. It just says games and screenshots leaked, including Crazy Taxi and Quake Arena 2010.
Unreleased games.
Am I supposed to be
making a
reading
name for
these?
himself in online
I need to be
forums.
looking at those, huh?
He starts
Maybe.
showing up late to school. His grades are slipping.
Uh-oh.
But he thinks, what if this is my ticket to a career in game development?
True. Well, you've been breaking
In
games.
2010, David catches the attention of a guy named Dylan Wheeler. Dylan is 14 and lives in Perth, Australia. He has long brown hair and is in the middle of puberty. He loves a good thrill and got into hacking early on. In high school, Dylan got suspended for hacking into the school's network. But he doesn't like to be
These
told what to
hackers
do,
really do be
so
on
he
some
hacked the network
nerd
again
nut shit, though.
and got suspended again. He is fascinated by what David and others are doing with the Xbox and wants in on the action, so he signs up to the Xbox hacking forum. His online moniker is Superday. That same year,
that's
2010,
three.
another Xbox 360 dev kit ends up in the hands of Sanad Nishayawat. Sanad is
Boom.
24, lives in Washington, New Jersey,
That's
and
number
is a
4.
true tech enthusiast. He started gaming by 8. By 12, he was taking apart entire consoles. His room is packed with electronics. His desk is covered by a soldering iron, an oscilloscope, and all sorts of electronic parts. He
Damn.
dives into the Xbox scene and calls himself Sonic.
Uh-huh.
It's an incredibly exciting time for David, Justin,
Sonic,
Dylan, Sanad,
Sonic.
and many
That's
others.
kind of tough.
PartnerNet
All
is
they did
an
was
absolute
change
goldmine.
one little.
They get to play new games
couple
months
little
before their
letters.
release, completely free of charge. But at some point, they start getting into trouble with real developers on the platform.
Oh.
In 2009, David finds a way to use cheats for the brand new Call of Duty game.
Oh.
He sets up a server and
Now
charges
mine were
users
for
for using his
two.
cheats. $100 per 30 minutes. Players can walk through walls and fire without ever missing a shot. The cheat business is a huge success. David quickly makes up to $8,000 a day. He takes his girlfriend to fancy restaurants and stays in luxury
Yo, this nigga
hotels.
was making 8,000 a
Activision, the
day.
developer behind Call of Duty, catches wind of David's scheme.
Oh yeah,
They
nah.
send him cease and
Cause
desist
Connor
letters,
shut that shit
threatening
down.
to sue. But David doesn't
Activision's gonna
respond.
be on your ass.
They're just video
for real.
games, he thinks. It's not like he's hacking into servers and stealing information.
Nigga, you're stealing
Well,
business
Not
money.
yet. The Xbox Underground story is so insane. It would
Cooks.
definitely deserve its own website. You know who also deserves their own website? You. A portfolio site is a great way to present
Ad.
yourself and your skills. There are the structure of your drop copywriting, main, free, and all in at fern.d.
Oh yeah.
One night,
I knew
Dylan
it was
gets
coming.
a message from an online friend named GamerFreak1727. It contains a list of usernames and matching email addresses and passwords, all taken from a forum run by game developer Epic Games. At the time,
Oh
Epic is
shit.
mostly known for Unreal Tournament and Gears of War.
Uh-oh.
Dylan checks the list and finds the login credentials of an IT employee at Epic Games.
Oh.
He wonders if that
This was
person
all
uses the
before
same
Fortnite.
password
We're
on
good.
other sites. He tries to log
Would've been
into the
cooked.
employee's Gmail account, and it works. He combs through the inbox and finds another password.
Lemon squeezy.
Admin
Is that a fake password?
060606. It gives him access to an internal network at Epic Games.
Mm.
Dylan sends David a message to tell him about his find.
This nigga's in everything.
David is hooked. One of the servers are hosting unreleased games. He knows that what they're doing is illegal, so he sets himself some limits. No looking at customer data or credit card information. He's only interested in the games. David and Dylan spend months rummaging through the Epic servers on the hunt for anything interesting. 1 Day, David gets a message from an online friend named GamerFreak1727. It contains a list of usernames and matching email addresses. All taken from a forum run by game developer Epic Games. At the time, Epic is mostly known for Unreal Tournament and Gears of War. And sure enough, they eventually find something, an early build of Gears of War 3,
Oh,
complete with source code. They can't believe their luck. They're on the verge of playing one of the most anticipated games of the year, months before anyone else. They message Sanad to let him in on their discovery. He has a hacked modem at home that lets him cover up his IP address, so he can download the game without getting caught.
Oh, nah.
Sanad logs into Epic's
This
network
nigga
and
got
grabs
every
the
little
files.
background thing,
It's hundreds
bruh.
of gigabytes of data.
And he's 24,
stays
so
up
he
all
got
night
all of
until
that
the
shit.
download finally
He has
completes.
everything.
He's too excited to go to sleep. He burns the data onto 8 Blu-rays and mails them to David. He writes the words wedding videos on the
8
package.
Blu-rays?
David receives the package and tries the game. The build is still pretty raw.
Wedding
A lot
videos,
of the
and that was
textures
it.
are missing. It's not really playable at this stage. David sends the game to the others, including Justin.
Yeah, there's
Just a few
nothing
days
in
later,
it.
the game appears online as a public download. The leak makes headlines everywhere.
Last week, Gears of War 3 was leaked on the web.
Oh,
Gears developer Epic
nah.
Games confirmed that this is not the final build of the game and warned people that downloading the
Oh, this
title
is
may
2011.
actually crash your system. Not sure if that's true, but scare tactics aside, don't pirate. Pirating sucks.
The guys
Hey,
are
is she still
snooping
around?
the Epic Games network when they stumble upon a very unsettling email.
With
Epic
IGN?
Games
I
has
don't know.
called the FBI because of the leak, but it seems the feds are not onto them yet.
Dang, bro.
David is freaking out. He asks Justin to help him crypt his hard drives.
GT.
Sanad decides to lay low.
I'm gonna
and
get
wait for
arrested.
things to calm him down. Dylan, however, doesn't care about the FBI.
Y'all
He
niggas
keeps
on the
logging
run.
into the servers, while the feds are actively scanning them to find the hackers. His ballsiness pays off. Dylan finds a USB drive connected to the network, and on that drive he finds a list of all the company's important access credentials. Dylan now has full access to Epic's network. From that point on, he logs
What?
into the network every single day. He roams around the PCs of Epic employees and taps their webcams. He sits at his computer in Australia.
See, now this is weird. See, now this is weird. This is where you're going too far. Why are you tapping into these people's webcams and looking into their personal lives? Like you're doing too much. This was supposed to be about games. You start hacking into USB drives and getting everybody's credentials and login codes and then looking at them through their cameras. Like, all right, bro.
Australia and watches them in real time while they move around the office or sit in meetings. He mostly exploits human errors. He searches data breaches for login credentials and then tries them on other sites. Eventually, he manages to also hack into the network of other companies. Dylan is on
Oh,
a
so
serious hacking
he's
spree.
just
David and
snagging everybody's passwords and trying them on different websites and then getting into that shit and then getting into that. Nigga, you could get into somebody's, yo. You know this nigga's going for people's bank accounts and identities, bro. It's
Nod
raps.
find out what he is doing and jump back in. They just can't resist. One by one, they hack the networks of tech giants like Microsoft, EA, Bungie, Blizzard, Valve, and Activision.
Yo, y'all
They
are
keep
getting
digging
all
deeper
of
and
these
deeper,
niggas that are still
downloading more
around
and more
today,
of these
bro.
games. It's like a fever dream.
This is crazy. Why?
The guys have been
Why?
hacking their way
It's
through the gaming industry for
2011.
almost a year now.
Why are you doing all
From time
this?
to time, they're also making money off of it. David starts selling the jacked and
I guess
unreleased
for the
games to a
bread.
user called Xbox Dev Guy. The contact is established via Justin. But deep down, they're still just a bunch of gaming fans. They invite their friends over to show their new video games. They never reveal where they get them from. They're a small and tight-knit group, but they can't always keep the excitement to themselves. So every now and then, word gets out to the wider scene.
See, y'all quit
Every
letting
time that
see.
happens, new people
See, because you niggas is sitting here. Oh my god, yo, I just got a new game, girl. You don't even know, bro. Like, yo, bro, you gotta come over and see this game, bro. Like, yo, bro, yo, dude. That Black Ops 3, bro. I got it, bro. Yo, that Black Ops 2 game. I got it, bro. Ghosts. I got it early, gang. Come see it. Like, bro, you are letting everybody know. Outside people who are going to sit there and yap and blab to everybody else.
want in on the action. 2 new faces join the group.
Yep.
Austin Alcala is a 16-year-old high school student from
Y'all finna
Fortsville,
take him down
Indiana.
now. It's GG.
He's tall, rather shy
Indiana.
and reserved. Online, he goes by AA Monkey. The second newbie is Nathan LaRue, an 18-year-old from Bowie, Maryland. His dad works as a diesel mechanic, and his mom is busy homeschooling him. Nathan has written a program to fake FIFA coins and dreams of becoming a proper game developer someday. Online, he calls himself Anime Freak.
Anime
The group
Freak.
expands their hacking activities,
Great.
and their virtual break-ins move further and further
Great
away
name.
from gaming. AMD, Intel, Disney, Warner Brothers, and Google. They end up infiltrating the servers of almost 25 companies.
Like, what are
all
y'all
of them major
doing?
corporations.
Why? Why?
A late summer evening
You
in
know what that's gonna
2012,
do to you?
Austin and Nathan
later?
are poking around the servers of Zombie Studios, a developer known for war games like the Spec Ops series. They discover a tunnel that leads them straight to a US military server. The drives host a new game Zombie Studios is working on, AH-64D, Apache Simulator, a flight simulator commissioned by the US Department of Defense. They hesitate. This is bigger than anything they have found so far. and much
Why
more
are you
dangerous.
trying to get into a
Curiosity
U.S.
ends up getting the best of
military
them, and they
simulator?
Download the game.
That's not no game. This
The
is
group
a
is at its
simulator
peak.
for
They've been active
war,
for over 2 years.
for training.
They've gone places no one else could. David, Dylan, Sanad, Austin, and Nathan have become
Like, why? Why do all
the core of the
this?
group. Others are loosely involved in individual hacks. Altogether, there are almost a dozen strong now. They're aware that everything that they have done could already land them in jail. But they just can't stop. They joke about what they would call their gang in prison. Xbox Underground sounds pretty badass, they think. They laugh at the idea, but not for much longer.
Y'all are joking about prison names. So y'all already know y'all going to jail.
Justin, aka
Raps.
MTW, was an early member of the group. He met David when he bought the Xbox 360 dev kit from him a few years ahead of the Epic Games hack. Justin was directly involved in many of their operations. A few days before Gears of War 3 was leaked, Justin got the game from the others in the group. Some of them, like Sanad, suspected that he was the one who put it online. Justin is almost 3 years older than David, but compared to him, he's a lot less cautious. In 2010, Justin attends PAX East, a video game
Less
convention
cautious.
in Boston.
You
He
went
gets
to
calls
PAX?
from Sanad
Oh
and a few others in
no,
the group.
not
They ask
PAX.
him if he can hack into one of the networks on site. Maybe he'll find something interesting. No big deal if not.
You
Justin
did
gives it
this
a try,
out in
but
public
doesn't find a breach to exploit. The network is too secure. He's not
at
ready to give
some
it up though.
event?
He walks around the convention center and
Why?
finds the stand of a small
Why are you
developer
doing all this?
called Atomic Games. They're showcasing a new shooter called Breach. Justin waits until one of the employees heads to the bathroom. Then he sneaks behind the stand and secretly tries to download the game onto his laptop. But the employee comes back sooner than expected. At just 14 megabytes, Justin has to cancel the download and make a run for it. 2 Atomic employees chase after him and quickly catch him.
Oh no.
They take him to the police. During the arrest, Justin tries to bribe the officers. He offers them $100 if they let him go. During the interrogation, he openly admits he was trying to steal the game.
Just
He repeatedly tells
$100?
the cops that he has names of people bigger and more important than himself.
Great job, buddy. You just got them all caught. He's blabbing. He said, "Me? Little me? Little old me. Y'all ain't even got no big ones. Big bros. Listen. Y'all ain't even got the hierarchies."
When the others hear about the arrest, they get suspicious. What if Justin has been talking to the cops? He loses their trust. He disappears for a while, but eventually gets back in touch, trying to regain their trust. Now he is scamming companies like Cisco, Microsoft, and Lenovo with a return fraud scheme. Someone like that couldn't possibly be working with the cops. Some in the group, like David and Dylan, are thinking. Others, like Sanad, remain skeptical. After some time,
Sanad.
Justin manages to get back on board.
Shout out to you because you were trying to be real. Your
Back to
gut
August
feeling.
2012, David and Dylan
You should have
are
never
poking
let him
around
back in.
Microsoft servers.
Should have
They
never
come
let him
across a
back
folder
in.
that seems pretty well protected. Looks
Once
like
a
only
snitch,
few
always a
developers
snitch.
have access to it. Maybe the company is working on some super secret project, they think. They download the folder and find a bunch of technical documents. Some pics of circuit boards and casings, source code, all that kind of stuff. They wonder what all of this could be for, and they quickly piece it together. They found the plans for the upcoming Xbox console, codenamed Durango. It'll later be called the Xbox One.
Oh yeah.
They ponder what to do with the plans.
Yo,
could
they
sell
had
them
the
to others,
Xbox One
or they
base
could try
build
to build the
already.
console
Oh
themselves.
nah, they had the
All
Xbox
parts
One
seem to be
before it became the
available on
Xbox
the
One.
market. They order the parts online and have everything shipped to Nathan's house. He
Nah.
volunteers to assemble the gaming console, and it works. The group now has a working prototype of the new Xbox, but no games to test it with. so they decide to sell it.
They put together their own Xbox One and they're selling it.
They find a buyer in the Seychelles
Development
who's willing
kit.
to pay $5,000. The buyer transfers the money, and the group discusses who is going to ship the console to him.
Y'all gonna split, hold on, 5,000. Y'all finna split 5K how many ways? 5 ways? Y'all ain't finna get shit out of that each. I mean, I guess they all getting bread anyway because they're all pirating and breaking and stealing and frauding and money laundering anyway.
Justin steps up. He offers to take it to the post office. The group agrees. Justin drives from Delaware to Bowie, about a 2-hour ride, and picks up the console at Nathan's place. But the package never makes it to the Seychelles. They start to get nervous. What if the FBI has intercepted the package? After the sale falls through, Dylan decides to upload the pictures of their prototype online, just to see what happens. He doesn't consult with the others. That means the Xbox prototype is now seemingly publicly up for auction on eBay. By now, Dylan is already known for his impulsive actions. In early 2012, he got drunk, called Epic Games, and confessed to hacking their servers. He explained to the employees over the phone.
You got drunk and told them that you hacked the servers. What is wrong with this nigga? What is wrong with him? You just can't help but brag? Y'all can't stop me, bro. Listen, I can break it to you right now. Look, I just stole $10,000 out of your wiretapped account. Like, bro, what are you saying?
And asked for a poster as a reward. He actually got one. This time, things get even worse. The eBay auction goes viral.
They sent this nigga a poster. Y'all crippled to this nigga's knees and gave him. Why? Oh my God, y'all actually listened to that.
In no time,
that shit just went straight to his head again. Why would you do that?
It's reached over $20,000. But the sale doesn't go through because Microsoft files a copyright claim.
See? Got
Dylan,
your ass.
who set up the auction under his online name, Super Day, starts giving online interviews.
We have someone who's gotten pretty world-renowned over the past couple of weeks.
It says it right there. Wow. Well, they got all the sources. Gamertag Radio, episode 373, podcast exclusive interview with Super Day, the man who found the next Xbox 2013. Yo.
Here.
Right when we got the PS4 and the Xbox One. Because that's when GTA was dropping for the new systems. Yo.
I'm just going to go straight to the chase here. His name is Dylan.
Is this why they had to drop it so
people probably
at this
know
time?
him by his moniker Super Day. He's gotten
They're
himself
clapping
into
for
a little
bro.
bit of trouble with Microsoft and trying to. I guess he's taking the hacking community by storm. Dylan, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Sanad and David are pissed at Dylan. Really pissed.
Of course.
After leaving traces all over the internet, this kind of attention is the last thing they need.
Like, literally, what
David
are you
cuts
doing?
off all ties with Dylan. The only ones even more pissed are the people at Microsoft. The investigation picks up speed. Just weeks after
But
the
y'all
auction,
are all still gonna
the
get
FBI
caught
raids
even if y'all
Nathan's,
cut ties with
aka
bro.
Anime Freak's house and arrest him. Sanad Nishayawat, aka Sonic, tries to distance himself from the group, but his house gets raided too. He sends a copy of the search warrant to others in the group, including Dylan. Dylan then posts the name of the agents who raided Sanad's house online. He publicly threatens to send hitmen after them. A statement he later regrets. In February 2013,
Why the hell would you say
Dylan
that?
Wheeler, also known as Super Day, is finally arrested by Australian authorities.
Yeah, dumbass.
Austin
Why
has
the
learned
hell
from
would you
Nathan
say
how to
that?
fake FIFA coins and turned it into a business. Justin is involved in scams of his own. Both of them lay low for a while.
Whoa. Hold on.
Authorities. Austin has learned from Nathan how to fake FIFA coins and turned it into a business.
He's learned from bro and flipped it and turned it into his own business. Yo, this nigga's doing that ad shit where they try to give you them what they call them V-Bucks. Nah, bro. Yo, he's making businesses out of this shit.
Justin is involved in scams of his own. Both of them lay low for a while.
Scammers.
David also keeps a low profile in Canada after he learns about the string of arrests. Well, at least until he gets a chance to snag an actual prototype of the new Xbox.
Yep. And here we are. You gotta go, and you got caught right
David
into
is at a
that trap.
concert when he gets a call from Austin. Austin tells him about an 18-year-old hacker named Armin, aka Armin the Cyber. Armin claims to have access to Microsoft Campus and offers them a deal. He will sneak in and steal a real Durango prototype in exchange for some Microsoft server credentials and a few $1,000s. David thinks Armin is nuts, but again, his curiosity gets the better of him, and he agrees.
You're nuts, dude. Let's see if you
At
can
9
do
p.m.,
it.
Armin drives his car to Microsoft
Look at that.
Campus. He's wearing a sweater with the company logo and carrying a big backpack.
Oh my gosh.
He has cloned some employee's access card and has no trouble getting in. The premises are enormous, but Armin knows
These
his way
niggas just
around
know
by
what to
now.
do, bro.
For almost a year, he has been frequently sneaking into the buildings and dreaming of what it would actually be like to work there. He is a huge fan of Microsoft.
So, let me get this right. Your dream is to work here or be a part of this thing, right? Developing, working, operating with Microsoft. So because you want to do that, you sit here and sneak in under fake identities, fraudulent key cards to get access into these places, breaking, entering, trespassing illegally, false identity. You got the impersonating. What is it? Impersonating employee, impersonating a business rep. I don't know. I don't even know how you look at it. He's definitely impersonating an employee. This is bro. Like, I don't know, you're smart and you could do all this shit and you're doing all this hacking shit and y'all are just doing all this stuff. I don't know. Send them a resume of all the stuff that you've been able to do. I don't know. It's just like, how do you turn it into all of this, bro? Greedy
He's even applied for a
motherfuckers.
job, but has not heard back yet. Armin enters one of the office buildings. He's nervous. He's been there many times, but never to steal anything. There's still a few people around. Whenever he hears footsteps approaching, he hides. He eventually finds what he's looking for in one of the open plan offices on the 3rd floor. His hands are shaking as he stuffs 3 Xbox prototypes into his backpack.
3?
He sneaks out of the building.
Why did you take
leaves the
3?
premises, and drives back home. He sends 2 of the consoles to David and Austin and keeps one for himself.
Yo, you
Just a
dead
week
ass
after
got
his
all of
break-in,
those out of
Armin
there
gets a call.
and shipped them
It's
bitches?
Microsoft. They reviewed his application. He's got the job. It's a dream come true. But only a couple of weeks later, Armin loses the job.
Yeah, nigga. Hey, wait a minute. We got you on camera. The fuck were you doing here before we even hired you?
Surveillance cameras have caught him stealing the prototypes.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing in this video? Oh, these things aren't even done yet. See you, buddy.
He's taken
Terminated.
into custody.
See you in the
January
Pentagon.
2014, Austin Alcala, aka AA Monkey, is arrested at his house by 4 FBI agents. In March,
This was 10
David
years
Pecora,
ago, bruh.
Xenomega, gets arrested at the U.S. border.
10 years ago. How did I hear about this in like 2016?
David, Sanad, Austin, and Nathan stand trial together in the U.S. Meanwhile, on the other side of the globe, Dylan is also facing charges.
By
The
himself.
group is accused of identity
in
theft,
Australia, though.
fraud, and conspiracy to
I
steal
told you that
millions of
wire
dollars worth of
fraud.
intellectual
I
property.
told you.
The indictment is extremely detailed. The FBI must have been building the case for a long time.
Oh, yeah, they was
There are
watching.
chat logs and transcripts of personal conversations dating back to the first Epic Games hack in 2011.
Oh, they got
In
everything.
court, prosecutors even play audio recordings that must have been secretly made during their hacking sessions.
But the funny thing is, I still have root access to all their computers because I signed in yesterday.
He knowingly logs into Epic, knowing that's chill there.
What do you mean?
Like, he in the emails, like they were emailing FBI people, and he knows that they talk to each other, but he still manages to not care.
I have it to the U.S. military. I have it to the Australian Department of Defense. I have every single big company: Intel, AMD, Nvidia, Google, Microsoft, Disney, Warner Brothers, everything.
The
You
indictment
just-
repeatedly mentions Person A.
Why are you
Person A
flexing?
provided most of the evidence
See,
for the
these
FBI.
greedy niggas, he
Person A
just
allegedly helped David encrypt his hard drive and sell unreleased games to a user.
boasting and
named Xbox
bragging,
Dev
bro.
Guy. Person A is also said to have delivered a self-made
Think you the
prototype
shit,
of the
nigga.
new Xbox to the FBI.
I get a copy of the indictment, and I start reading about Person A from Wilmington, Delaware. We all only knew one person from Wilmington, Delaware. Justin.
Justin. All signs point to him being an informant of the FBI. Did he cut a deal with the police after the incident at the convention? Is that how he got away with all of his scams?
I told you niggas
No one
not to
knows
let
for
him
sure.
in.
The guys in the U.S. plead guilty. They all have very different ways of coping with the conviction. David is cooperative. He helps the investigators understand how they bypass the systems of billion-dollar corporations. The officers are pretty impressed by the 23-year-old's skills.
Better to be
He spends 18 months
cooperative.
in prison. After getting out, he finishes college and starts working for cybersecurity firms. Austin,
Okay. Listen, nigga. This is how you. That's how you change your life. That's how you change your life around, all right, buddy? Listen, you cooperative. You worked with them, and they gave you a little 18 months. You knocked out your little 18 months. You know what I'm saying? What, a year and a half? That's all you had to do? You knocked out a year and a half of all the bullshit y'all was doing? Now, them other niggas might be fucked. But, yo, shout out to you. Working with, what did it say? Cyberspace groups and stuff like that. Yo, shout out to you, bro. You doing your damn thing. You know what I'm saying? God, look at you.
gets 3 years probation. He doesn't serve a single day in jail because he agrees to help the FBI with another fraud case involving fake FIFA coins. He later becomes the head of cybersecurity at a social media startup. Sanad serves the same sentence.
What? Wait a minute. It's the same nigga, right, that made the business because he learned, or who was it? They said he learned from or whatever. Bro, the nigga only had to do probation, never had to serve any time. Wow. Never had to serve time and is the head of the cybersecurities. What the hell, bro?
David, 18 months. He too gets
Also
out,
only
but the
18
following
months.
years are very hard on him. He starts working at a vape store and goes to college. But his probation officer bans him from using a computer and constantly harasses him.
Everything that I would ever ask her would always be a no.
Damn.
Like, for example,
That
like, I
sounds
want
sad
to
for
go
you,
down and
bro.
see, you know, my sister in Virginia or something, and it's no. You know, it could be she would come up with the craziest
Yeah,
reasons
see,
to why
that's
she
fucked.
wouldn't let me.
He got
do
cooked with a
anything.
wrong person.
Sanad became more
I feel
and more
bad for him,
isolated
bro.
and eventually slips into depression. Seeing no prospects for himself, he turns to drugs.
Mm.
His probation officer sees this as a violation of his probation terms. She drags him before a judge, who sentences Sanad to another 9 months behind bars. In 2019, Sanad's probation for his second sentence ends, and for the first time in years, he's allowed to use a computer. He's now clean and living with his sister.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. I'm glad he's doing okay. Thank God. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm glad he's good, bro. She really fucked him over, but it was all for the better, bro. Damn, bro. Another 9 months is some bullshit, bro. That's so crazy. I don't know. I guess he needed that because it really gave him the time to turn him away from that shit. And look at him. He's doing his thing. He can do his shit. He can use his shit. And he's living with his family. He's got family around. Somebody there. Good. Good.
Nathan is terrified of having to go to jail. He's one of the youngest in the group and a gentle person. Of all of them, he was the least involved in the hacks. Nathan applies for bail until the verdict is final. He gets an ankle monitor and is allowed to stay with his parents. But the thought of what awaits him in prison eats him up. One day, he cuts off the ankle monitor and tries to flee.
Why?
He pays a friend to drive him to the Canadian border,
Why?
but the police catch him at the border
Why
checkpoint.
would you do all this?
Nathan panics. He jumps out of the car and runs across the bridge towards the border. But the cops catch him.
What is wrong
He's
with this
desperate
nigga?
and considers jumping off the bridge. Then he pulls out a knife and injures himself until he collapses. He survives and is almost immediately taken back to jail, this time serving a 2-year sentence. Shortly before his release, Nathan comes out as trans and is now Holly. The time in prison must have been awful.
He was sweet. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh my God, this is bad. You got the worst ending, buddy. You. I'm sorry, bro. I can't be laughing. I can't be laughing. Listen. Afraid to go You were scared. You had your little ankle monitor. You like, God damn it, they gonna come get me anyway. I know once it's done, I gotta go in there. Why would you sit here, yo? You cut this shit off already. Boom, it's over. You cut it off. It's already over. Then you do all this shit. You're hiring people. You get to the border. You're jumping. Then you pull out knives. Then you're stabbing yourself. Then you go in there. You're already hurt and injured, and you're sweet already. You knew you was afraid. And you're sweet and didn't want to go in there. You get in there. You get out. You do 2 years in there of being somebody's bitch, and then you came out, and now you're well, you are what you were in there. Dang.
Just a year after their release, Holly takes their own life.
All right, yeah, okay. I'll take away everything I just said, and I never said anything I said. My condolences. My condolences. It really got messed up after that. Hey, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, you really could have avoided all of this. My condolences. My condolences. No more suffering. At least you're in a better place, hopefully. I mean, you really could have all been avoided. All of that could have been avoided. Oh, man. That's crazy. All of this could have been avoided by not slicing that monitor off and doing all that extra stuff. Ended up serving way longer. Man. R.I.P. R.I.P.
In Australia, Dylan is the only one who pleads not guilty. This leads to a series of court cases that drag on for over 3 years.
Of course.
I guess I pled not guilty to the sense that they tried to hit me with everything when it wasn't everything that I did. At the start, they put a lot of false charges on me.
Dylan is ordered to surrender his passport, but instead he heads to the airport and flies to the Czech Republic. He has Czech citizenship because his mother is from there. Shortly after, Dylan's mother is sentenced to 18 months in prison for aiding his escape. Dylan claims that his mother neither drove him to the airport nor sent him money.
Yeah, it's kind of a harsh reality of everything. You know, someone's got to go.
Damn.
Something.
They got your moms
Dylan
and
moved
she
to the
ain't
UK,
even.
where he
Damn.
established a cybersecurity firm.
Wasn't even
and
trying
gave
to do
top
all that for
security-related
moms.
topics.
I'm not hiding, because I'm not doing anything wrong. I did something when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, an underage teenager. It was wrong. I learned from that.
In March 2020, Dylan shuts down his company.
He had a
There's been no
whole
trace of him
company.
since.
Damn. Had to
In
get off the mat. That shit was
when
eating them
almost
up,
all
bro.
members of the Xbox Underground had
Damn.
served their sentences, the police finally arrest Justin May.
Got you.
The authorities seized a brand new BMW and nearly $40,000 in cash. In
Damn,
2021,
nigga.
he was convicted of fraud, fencing, tax evasion, and money laundering. He was sentenced to almost 8
Yeah,
years.
they
in
got
prison.
his ass for everything, bro. Justin, you was on some wild ass shit, bro. And you was the one that was cooperating with these motherfuckers and snitching, boy. They got your ass for fraud, fencing, tax evasion, money laundering in 8 years. Oh my God, boy, they locked your ass up. Boy, you thought all that snitching was gonna get you anything?
Ladies, possibly gentlemen, we don't know.
Whoa. My God, Joe. $4 million. Excuse me. 8 years and $4 million. And they threw all of that shit on your ass, boy. And you was cooperating on these things and snitching on it. Oh my God. Imagine. There's no way. Why? All of this could have been avoided. All of this could have been avoided. Why? That was actually a crazy video.